Welcome back to Task Force Podcast, an airsoft podcast made by the airsofters for the airsofters.
It's because of him,
guys, and welcome. Actually, it's because of you. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Task Force Podcast. I'm your host, Snake, joined by my co-host, Nasty, who spends so much money on Kytheras that we spend an hour to 3 hours trying to figure out. And turns out he actually put the cylinder in backwards, and that's why it wouldn't reset. So read
Now
your
you
directions.
know.
If you showed up here for tips and tricks, read the directions. That's
What
all
up,
I
Kelly?
have for tonight.
directions.
Manuals.
Right, we're men, so we're just.
That's why they're
Do
called
shit.
manuals.
Have you ever read a manual?
No.
Exactly. So shut.
You have
the
to know how
fuck
to
up.
read.
Oh,
Right.
right.
I can't read.
I can't.
That's why I like books with pictures, you know, like
Pop-ups.
yes, the pop-up books, bro. It's like not only like can you just look at it, but it's also really entertaining. It's like a
It scares me.
like a
Actually,
mini movie.
I flip the page. I'm like, every time, dude. It's just weird.
Jesus. But anyway, here we are. The show is started, but late as normal. And we're joined today with competitive Speedsoft League, which we've had on before in the past. CQB Rush, as you guys might have known him. Keegan, of
A
course.
mighty sexy man.
Right, like
Thank you.
my dude's hair is always on point.
I strive to have hair like this.
Hey, look, it's
looks
a
hot.
blessing and a curse.
It's a blessing and a
Blessing and a
curse.
curse.
Dude, what's really funny, what's the funniest thing about it to me is like if you look at you in the video like that we did at EA Fest, no one would even know you have that much hair.
Yep. I try to tuck it away so that way, people don't know.
Right.
So like actually recently I was at work and this lady saw my hair. Been like 2 years since I seen it. She's like, "Oh my God, look at your hair." And she started touching it. I was like,
No.
"Bitch, back up.
Yeah.
Back up."
Hey, pause.
This is my hair, thank you.
Pause. We don't touch motherfucking hair, okay? Now, well,
She did. She was all like, "Oh,
dude,
She was, man.
look at that.
She was
thing."
whole too. It's
I just
"Nah,
slapped
homie,
the
you need
hoe."
to back up.
It was like, you ever
Stop
had
it.
like a 97-year-old lady just come up and run her fingers through your hair?
you know what?
It's kind of attractive.
Wouldn't even be upset. I bet. Yeah,
Get it, Grandma.
do that again.
Get it.
Grab it, pull it. Wait, what? No, stop. That's what it is, dude.
Do you have
This
on
is
a
why you're nasty.
brassiere?
all right, move on. I'm
but
getting excited.
yes, so anyway, that's exactly what we were doing was the M16 that sits here and never gets used. Nasty bought a Kythera, and we somewhat managed to get it together. Although Polar Star, we have a bone to pick
Polar
with you.
Star?
Polar Star.
You're dumb.
Polar Star.
There you go.
That's what I said.
No, you didn't.
Polar. Okay, fine. Polar Star. We've got a bone to pick with you, and that is that the retaining pin for the charging cable was not in the package.
So that sucks.
Yes.
You're welcome.
But that's an easy fix. I know if we call Polar Star.
Why?
Yeah,
I got
totally
his number, dude.
We can just straight call them.
We do.
Yeah, you got a direct line, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually got a red phone under the
Right,
table
it's
that
right there.
we can just call the
Ah,
president
exactly.
too, No.
Yes.
Nah.
Send a bat signal.
We're just going to straight write a letter because that's how you
Ooh,
get a bunch
send
of
the
stuff.
messenger pigeon,
That's
dude.
right.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
Yeah, 2 years later.
That's right.
Here's your
That's
pin.
right. But no, I mean, otherwise the thing's fucking awesome. It
Oh,
really
yeah.
is super cool. Once you figure it out,
Yeah.
like the cylinder.
Once you're not me, pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Once
easy.
you watch the video that Polar Star put together. And they're like, "Hey, here's how you don't fuck this up."
And I'm over here like I did all of that. So it's okay. It's running.
But yeah, it's gonna be good. So, dude, so the change, the change.
I'm sorry.
He's like, I can't. I fucking can't.
What's up, Pops
What
and
prompted
Mom?
the change from CQB Rush to CSL?
So, it was pretty simple. Like, I started getting called Mr. Rush, and I was like, "Look, bitch, this isn't about me.
Right.
This is supposed to be a series." So I was like, "Yeah, let's rebrand. Let's do something that's more general and way easier to say."
Right.
By the way, and just CSL is what it was. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I thought you were going with like the whole like, you know, the East Coast is starting to step up their game, and you know, like I feel like somebody needs to be that driving force for the East Coast and say, you know what? We're gonna run some bracketed fucking tournaments, and somebody's gonna
Don't get me wrong,
the championship here.
I am bringing all that in a bag of chips, honestly. So like I know that with the change to CSL, I can do more things,
Right?
And for this year coming up, so 2022 season, we're making some moves. Got some new fields under my belt. Gonna come out to Cali. We had talked a little bit before. Gonna be at True Aim, and then it's not super confirmed yet, but going up to Extreme Airsoft in Rhode Island, and then I got a new field down in Richmond, Virginia. That's going to be hopping on board too. So it's going to be a pretty spicy season. That's for sure.
Our schedule's pretty open, dude.
Right.
So we might have to go back out to the Rhode Island and
back out to the east.
Yes,
the
sir.
Coasts, the east of the coasts. I don't
The
know,
better
man.
of the two, if you ask me.
ooh, wow.
I don't know.
Fuck West
I don't
Side, you know.
I mean, like I am one for the cold, so like I'll give you all that. But the West
You're
Coast
just fat.
and the palm trees and
Nah, dude, I ain't
the
about that
scandalous
Miami
clothing
life.
that they have out there.
Listen,
Miami's East Coast. Oh my fuck.
I know. I just said the
Do you-
lifestyle. I don't care. Miami, Florida.
Oh my
okay,
God.
Miami, Florida. You get that vibe out in the West.
Somebody get my man's a map.
You can't even fucking read a map. What the fuck are you talking to me about? Never
I was
mind.
talking East Coast versus West Coast, and you're over here like, I'm not for that Miami life.
Which is also on the East Coast. So we're talking about the same either side.
What? East versus West if it's on the East?
It's first Cali. East
That
versus
would be
West.
North versus South.
East Coast goes from top to bottom.
I mean, I can't disagree.
Motherfucker, kiss my ass, okay?
All right. So I'll say this, right? If you're on the West Coast, more or less, you're getting the same season the entire year.
Right.
I'm
What
in
up,
Maryland.
zombie?
I get to experience all 4 seasons in a week. It's great.
Yes.
That
This
sucks.
is about the same as Kansas, except when it's hot as balls, it's hot as balls. And when it's cold, it's to the bone.
I'm talking like marrow.
Yes.
Cold. Yes.
And it's like, people are like, oh man, well, it's not that bad. It's only like 15 degrees. Here it's 0. Oh yeah, well, have you ever done 15 degrees with a 40 mile per hour wind? Because that's what we get every fucking day. 40 is like the minimum.
What, wind? Oh, yeah. This sucks.
That's
dude.
Retarded. That's why we don't shoot 2 5s. Shoot 3
Nasty.
2s.
Cali and Florida styles are different. Yeah, they're trash.
Oh,
so
for sure.
not much different. So
Yo, can I also get a shout out here that the YouTube chat is on it tonight.
no, dude, look at this. So
I don't
we
see
have
any Twitch
What up,
chat.
YouTube?
no Twitch fucking slacks. Ever since fucking what's his nuts stopped showing up, it's just like not good
Twitch
anymore.
chat is straight poop.
So we should just not stream on Twitch anymore.
I'm starting to really think about it. Like maybe just save Twitch for gaming.
Yeah, we should.
Maybe that's a
Thought
thing.
about that actually.
Maybe that's a thing.
Could be.
I mean, you guys got rid of Twitch for a while, and then you switched over to YouTube, and then you went back.
That's only because our computer was not able to keep
What
up.
up, fellas?
And so
And
then
then-
once we finally were able to improve the computer, we could do pretty much whatever the fuck we wanted.
Right.
And now Twitch just sucks. So they answered it for us. But, you know, that's the way it is.
It's Jake CBK, by the way. You know what? Fuck you, CBK. Okay,
Damn right. Ain't nobody like his bitch ass.
you're short.
You're short.
Sure.
That's all I got for you. You're
Solid.
short.
No,
Low
dude,
blow.
I love
Low blow.
CBK, bro.
You know,
Literally low blow.
it's funny because we were just talking about this before the show started. Also, probably another reason why the show started late. At that, and I had to make a thumbnail. Always wait till the last 5 minutes is the best idea.
That's
comes.
Yeah, plenty of time.
Yeah, always.
No.
But we got lots of homies on the East Coast, and a lot of people have been asking me what we're going to do, what's our season look like for next year, and I have not yet dialed one in, just because not everybody has released their game schedules as of yet, at least as far as I know of. I know American Milsim has, but we are keeping our options open for right now. With that being said, guests. I also have been getting a lot of questions about this. I'm just going to knock all these questions out. What guests we have lined up for next season? As of right now, I haven't actually gotten any lined up for next season.
Right.
So if you want to be on the show, right, if you want to be on the show, I need you to send me a DM because I'm going to start getting this stuff together, so that way I can get it set up.
Possible time change too.
Right. Possible time and day change. We haven't quite figured that out. I put a poll out there Sunday, Saturday, what you guys want to see. The masses actually want to keep with Saturday. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But we might move the show a little bit earlier, which I know for you West Coast boys is a little bit hard because it's already like 5:30 there right now for you guys. But also, I mean, if we're honest, we're East Coast fans now, right? So
yeah, represent
right.
East Side.
All the hockey teams out there are trash, but it's fine.
You're trash.
Caps, CAPS, caps. Hello.
I'm a Sharks fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, just on the show.
The best.
Damn
They're
it.
the best. But that we'll keep you guys up to date on that. Either way, we'll keep you guys up to date on that. God damn it. The other things is we got a couple tournaments. Jesus, we got a couple competitions going on.
Right.
One of them is I guess we don't have a couple. We have one. One of them is the season 4 video intro video. Right.
Oh yeah.
I need to do some more explaining on this because I've kind of just been very broad with it. And I put the guidelines out there. Basically, we would have to have it before
season 4. It's
Attaboy Jacob.
Before season 4. Yes, before season 4. We would have to have it before or by January 8th because that is the last day before the next weekend.
30-second intro.
Yes, 30-second
you
intro.
will get the sound clip, the music part, the voice.
Just have to send me a DM saying, hey, you're trying to get in this. That way I also know how many people are trying to be a part of it.
And when we come time and we do choose, you do get $100.
Yes.
Whether that's on a Visa card, Airsoft website, your favorite Pornhub, or whatever, it's there. We'll do it. I'll buy it.
Right. So you'll get a $100 gift card if you are the winner, if your video intro gets picked. Because what we're going to do is we're going to pick our top 3, submit those 3, and then let the masses pick what the intro is because it's your guys' show, right? That's the whole point. We just are on here to talk. But for the Airsofters, by the Airsofters.
All right, I got an idea.
Yeah.
For anyone out, sorry, I'm totally going to cut you off.
That's fine.
Anyone out there that's trying to do this contest, you need to get clips of every time Nasty said I'm retarded, and then you need to get whatever Snake's like most famous or most reoccurring like saying is, and just loop it every single time. That's an intro right there. You're welcome. You can thank me later. I'll take $50 from the gift card.
Exactly.
You just be I'm retarded, right? I'm retarded, right?
I'm retarded. That's all it is, dude. And then at the end, season 4. Yeah, dude.
But no, I mean, honestly, 100% up to you guys. All you gotta do is send me a DM. I will send you the audio, and then you just gotta make it. I want you to be able to throw your name in there somewhere at the bottom corner at whatever your Instagram handle, because it's important that people know that you made it. It's yours. I think that's really fucking cool. So, I'm just trying to burn through this list here. So we'll have an episode today, of course, next Saturday, of course, and then we will be a season break. So on the 18th, there will not be a show. The weekend after will be Christmas.
2 weeks? 3 weeks.
3 weeks to Christmas.
Oh, God.
So 3 weeks to Christmas. Well, technically 2 weeks, and on that third weekend, there it is. But then on the 26th, of course, is the Christmas giveaway special. You guys are not going to want to miss the Christmas giveaway special because we've got some spicy gifts from people. let me pull this up actually and show you guys two of them that we've got sitting here with us right now. So of course we've got.
Wow.
Proud of you.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Bet that makes the intro. Got a Glock 18 from Extreme Airsoft. It's a Elite Force Glock 18, and they did some custom engraving on it. And holy shit!
Absolutely dirty.
Like, seriously, you guys can't even see it, but on the inside there it says EA Customs. On the top, they've got their logo. They've got the Task Force Podcast logo.
It's
on the
such
opposite
a nice
side.
pistol.
Oh,
It
dude,
is,
I know.
man. It's pretty nice.
It's
I'm
so
not gonna
nice.
lie. It's light. It runs hard. It's a fucking shooter, dude.
It's got
For
the
sure.
high vis front sight. Like,
If
dude,
you guys aren't like following them on Instagram, then you probably haven't seen the
Yes.
up close shots, but like
Here.
solid. That's one reason, simply one reason to follow them on Instagram.
Appreciate
See
the shout out.
sexy shots.
right. Not only that, but also make sure you're following Extreme Airsoft too, because those guys did all that laser engraving work too. So
Great people.
honestly, those guys are putting together like some
Right.
dope engravings. I don't know if you go on there and you can look at the stuff they just gave away during EA Fest, and holy shit, like they did a
Dude,
lot
you
of
even get the
custom paint jobs.
extendo, bro.
Yeah,
Like straight downtown shit.
And then Amped also put in the CZ.
Oh, dude, that is fucking sex.
So,
I love the CZ.
I mean, you could get a CZ pistol from Amped Airsoft. Of course, we got to thank those guys. Last year, they were a part of the Christmas giveaway special. This year, they re-upped with us. Super fucking awesome. We've got... get back here to the
damn,
live
we
screen.
ever gonna talk with Rush? While
Yeah,
he's on
yeah,
here?
we are.
Okay, I'm just
I wanna
making
burn
sure.
through
I'm
these
just
so
like,
that way we can make sure that it's all 100% him.
I know I'm here for the looks. It's okay. I just gotta wave
it's
my
the
hair back and
views.
forth
It's
and
the
we're
sex
good.
appeal, right?
It's the views.
It's the hair that brings
Use
him.
me for my body.
yeah, exactly.
Exactly. If you want to take your shirt off, like I wouldn't be mad.
I'm gonna get my phone out.
We also will have a custom painted Odin that will be sent in by Rogue One, or by Rogue Customs, excuse me. It's going to be painted in Louis Vuitton, so I know you speed boys are going to be like mouth drooling over it. It's going to be fucking dope.
Get that Gucci gear.
Yes, exactly,
dude.
exactly. Well, that Louis gear in this instance.
Hey,
We're white.
We'll have some stuff from Take One as well, which I believe we're actually going to have some of their tube
Yes.
fronts that they've got. So those are going to be coming. Let's
Glow in
see
the
what
dark,
else we got
hopefully.
going.
That'd be sick.
We got some apparel from Slaughter Co. So
Ooh,
yeah,
shit. Okay.
yeah, dudes
trying
from
to slide me
Slaughter.
something?
Oh yeah,
We don't even get anything, so no.
right. Let's see what else we
I'm
got.
sorry, dude.
We got some stuff coming from Dynamic
Extra smalls.
Fuzz. We got stuff coming from Dynamic Fuzz.
Oh, dude. I like
Which
Dynamic Fuzz.
will be paired with one of the Task Force podcast gifts, which is a Comtac style headset for all of your milsim, or I mean, realistically, speed guys could use them too.
It's the same one.
Yes, sir.
Yes, same
Oh,
ones you
wow.
use. It'll have a
Nice.
custom carrying, the carrying case and everything, which I mean, probably will have some Task Force stickers all over it. But then it'll have
Do I get
dynamic
rail
fuzz.
attachments though?
Rail attachments, though, yes.
So I can get.
Yes, it'll have the arc or the rail attachments, the rack system, I believe. I'll have to
Yeah.
relook what he's sending, but he's sending over
Yeah, dude.
some for it.
Someone's getting set up,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. As well as not only is he sending the fuzz to go on them, but also covers. In which case, he asked me what colors. I said, I don't know, multicam black or desert night camo, and he said, I'll send both. So we're gonna have both to go on there, so
Yeah.
you guys can be drippy from the head to the gun for sure. And then we got Meme Team 6, who will be putting in an X-Fog. I don't know if you guys have ever had any issues with fogging, because that's not an airsoft issue at all. But X-Fog is like the shit. I mean, you got a helmet, you rock it on the back of your helmet, and 2 tubes running some air, no fog.
No.
It's going to be super dope. So again, Christmas giveaway special, that's on 12/26, which
And that's
is
also
a Sunday.
open. You want to donate? Donate.
Yes. Yes.
I was gonna say,
Everything
I
goes-
gotta see if I can send you guys something.
We
Yeah.
would. Hey,
I might be able to do something for you guys.
that would
For
be
sure.
awesome. It's for the airsofters.
Right. We'll also have some stuff from Overwatch Tactics too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Dude, it's gonna be really fucking
It's gonna be
awesome.
saucy, actually.
And that will be
that's a lot of swag.
Yeah, dude. That'll be on the 26th, which is a Sunday. So, because the day after Christmas, right? The Christmas is the 25th. That's Saturday. Sunday, the 26th. When you're sitting around hungover or way too fucking full to go do anything,
or both,
or you're just so fucking frustrated because you've dealt with your family, you get a chance to come listen to
I feel attacked.
Listen to Nasty not know which way is east and west and where Florida is, and
or if you're a snake, you don't know what north and south is.
Right. So fuck yourself. Okay. I just don't like you. I don't think you understand. Okay. God damn.
This is why this works so well.
I know. So one person will win all that stuff, or multiple winners? No, so it'd be multiple winners. So yes. I like the way we ran it last year. I thought it was perfectly fair. Mm-hmm. That is, if we draw your name, that's it. You won something. We jot your name down. You can't win again. That way, everybody has a fair chance to win something. Of course, the Task Force boys, we've got a Task Force swag pack put together. So one of our shirts, a pack of our stickers, patch, all that stuff, as well as random giveaways throughout the time of steel cards, stickers, patches.
Bath water in a jug.
Yeah, exactly. Nasty sleep drool.
That'd be quality.
Hey, bath water?
Dude.
Hello, bath water?
Bath water, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bath bomb for sure. But no, that's it. That's all I had.
About
I wanted to
run
run through the spiel so we could get it over with, because I don't want to save it to the end, because then I feel like it's this long ass closure for no reason.
Like usual.
So, right.
Okay.
Right.
Continue.
So, but now we have CSL on the show, of course. And like we were talking about, why you changed it to CSL and why I think that's important, because I think that we saw a huge uptick in Speedsoft after EA Fest. The SYG gang came out and kind of spread the word, helped kind of like focus all those speed players, I felt like, in one point, right? And everybody got to run those 1v1s, 3v3 tournaments during the Fight Club experience. And I thought that was really fucking cool to see. And then you had guys like yourself and CBK out there actually helping teach these dudes the fundamentals of Speedsoft.
Right.
Which you didn't just knowledge dump on people, which I give you guys props for, because if you're not really that interested and you got some guy trying to tell you a bunch of shit about it, you just aren't going to care, right? Right. Exactly. Right. You only give the knowledge they're asking for, and you let them learn at their pace, which is perfect, I feel like. So mad props to you guys for that. Yes. But I think it's cool that you're changing up to the CSL name, especially with like I said, that growth and the opportunity of things that you can do now.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely makes it, I don't know, somewhat more legitimate in a sense. Like, the logo along with the CSL name, it's two things that kind of work well together. And I think, especially this year coming up, things are going to change a lot on the East Coast. And right. I can't say that I did this on my own, because like the SpeakUB guys, the SYG guys coming out here, I mean, they've really been the trailblazers in this entire scenario, but you can only do so much from one side of the continent. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I definitely think that with this, East versus West it's going to get big again. I really do think there's going to be a lot of light shed on to the East side.
We're straight going back to the 90s. Death Row versus fucking...
Oh, yeah. Tupac versus Biggie. Let's go.
That's right. Exactly. If you were on the East Coast, who's your Biggie?
Jesus.
Right. Who's your number one Speedsoft guy?
Of course. Duh. God.
No.
Jesus is the number one Milsimmer.
Right. Ever.
Like, if you guys don't know who Jesus is, who we're talking about, then you're in the loss, right? You're in the loss here, because Jesus is the man.
I don't know who the Biggie would be on the East Coast, and I think it'd be really conceited of me to say it was myself.
Right?
No, fuck that. If it's you, dude, say it's you.
Hey man, I mean, long dick, like, sagging to the floor is what it is.
All right, I'll say this, right? On the East Coast, I haven't seen anyone who's like publicly put themselves out there to say, hey, I'm going to go do this, that, and the other besides me, and then actually back up their talk. I mean, anyone can talk game, But if you can't walk the walk, then what's the point?
Right.
I agree.
I keep getting text messages from Soto telling me to take my shirt off.
No Soto.
Which I'm almost there.
I hope to Jesus I will get up and leave.
What's the number? What's the number? How many people we got to get on chat?
100. And if this
100?
man takes his shirt off, I'm literally walking.
No.
All right, 100.
Hey,
that's a bar. That's a bar.
That's a bar.
That's a fucking high bar. 100 100 in
easy.
there. 100 in
All right.
chat.
To TJ and Jacob, I know you guys are in the chat. First off, Que Pasa, what's up? And then second, you need to start sending everybody the Task Force podcast link and get these fuckers into the chat.
Anyway.
I know the dudes in New York are gonna show out. No, Nasty, don't do this. This is gonna happen. We're gonna make this a thing.
If he makes 100 and he takes his shirt off, I will get up and leave. 100%.
I mean,
What if we get to
I
like
definitely
101?
don't want you to leave.
What if we get to 101?
I will walk over there and slap one of your man titties.
101
in
and
slow
you have
motion.
to take your shirt off.
Negative.
That would be hilarious.
Would not happen. 100% would not happen.
Oh dear God!
Thank you,
See,
a
this
random
is why I
man.
like being on the show.
No,
This
but
is why I
see,
like being on the
I
show.
feel like at one point there was a person that I felt like could take over the East Coast, but I
Right.
just don't think was given the right possibilities.
Right.
Or not possibilities, but the right chance. I don't know. I wasn't involved too much with it.
Who do you
but
got?
You guys got some dick swingers out there, though.
Yeah.
Seriously. Like yourself, CBK, I would put him up there on that list. ODB, Airsoft dude.
Five
I mean,
Bros.
like,
Yeah.
Prime Time.
a lot of the
at
dudes
one
from
point.
Five Bros, like
Yeah.
Prime Time and fucking and NYI Fajita.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
dude, I'm slapping all these dudes up there. I mean, like, and then you also got dudes who are also good, like even on the Milsim side, like call sign Spartacus. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he's badass too. Like,
Hey, you got
HSAT.
RGK that's over here too.
right, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I don't think the East Coast has a problem representing. I mean,
I just think who's
Nah.
going to step up and be, I'm going to run the show, but I don't need to be the face.
right.
You guys can be the face, right?
Oh, I have no problem doing that. At all.
Right. I'm CEO. I'm in my office, black on black everything, and you guys just run it for me.
Right.
You
Easy.
know?
Say less.
Easy. That's exactly how I live.
So the one thing I will say, like, we do have some big names, quote unquote big names on the East Coast, but there's no one who's Demo. There's no one who's Sapo.
That's
There's
true.
no one
This is
who's
true.
Gunner, right?
This is true. Okay, so I'm just going to break this down to what I see as the commitment side of it, right? Like, what sets the bar as difference between these dudes, right? Okay, is the East Coast guys, you got a lot of dudes who are some hard dudes. They go out there, they get the shit done. They're great fucking players, right? But the difference is I feel like those guys are going out and they're playing and it's their weekend fun, right? It's exactly what it is to them. But then when you look at dudes like Sapo, like this dude throughout the week is working out and training himself for Speedsoft and nothing else. Like, I mean,
No.
like, granted, he's also into physical fitness. I'll give him that. Like, so you got to figure there's kind of some in there, but when you got a dude who's working on repetitions,
24/7 speed
and
soft
working
in
on
his soul.
different like fucking
Yeah.
head movements to pop out and check and changing angles and working on all these different things, like, I mean, he's dedicated on and off of the field.
Also, West Coast boys seem to be the more flashy show off
A little bit.
types.
Yeah.
I'll give
Really.
you
I
that.
feel like you East Coast guys are the grungy down and dirty. I don't need to show you online what I'm about.
Right.
Get in my face and I'm gonna show you
Right.
what I'm about.
I agree.
All right.
I agree.
So TJ just put in December 11th and 12th. They're going out to Cali. There's a couple boys from the East Coast that are going out to Cali. I'll ask this question to anyone who's watching and anyone who watches in the future. How many of the West Coast boys have come to the East?
Ooh.
And then how many of the East Coast
SYG,
boys have
that's it.
gone to the West? Exactly. That's my
Right.
thing. Like,
But really though, that's a small number. 5,
it
6
is.
guys.
So to add on, RGK put up a thing. Kev put up a thing where it was like, are you a big fish in a small pond? Or are you just the big fish?
Right.
Right. I feel like there's a lot of West Coast dudes who have now the big fish in a small pond because everyone's like, West Coast, that's it. Take a trip over here.
I agree.
If you're really about it and you think you got the skills for it, come test it out.
Right.
I mean, there is definitely now an established league where you can show your skills. Are you willing to take the step?
Yeah.
Right.
Dude, talking to Off-White just proves how crazy these motherfuckers are, dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Off-White will like punch me through a text message. It's weird.
Right.
Like, it's crazy.
You're not wrong.
Like, see, like, but what I'm saying is like, that's where, to me, like, an event promoter, or maybe somebody who runs a competitive Speedsoft league.
I don't know who does that.
I don't know.
They
either.
sound like super weird, though.
He's
I
short.
bet they got Flow, though. Which, you know what Flow is if you watch earlier episodes, right? Right? So, if that person were to put on a best in the U.S. Speedsoft
I'd help
tournament
fund that. I'd fund that.
in the Midwest, because this is halfway
This is
point.
proving ground. This
This
is no
is
man's land.
halfway point for
Dead
everybody.
man's land right here,
right.
bro.
Halfway
Yep.
point for everybody.
And that's what you call it. That's what you
Exactly.
call it. The event you come out is dead man's land.
This is
That's right.
dead
Who's
man's
gonna
land.
rise to the
Right.
top?
Dead Man's
Exactly.
Land, best in the U.S. That's the
Hey,
tournament
where's Tom
right
when you
there.
need him?
Exactly.
God damn it.
Shit.
Exactly.
So though, you're listening.
You come in the Midwest, you actually host a real, and I'm not, and this is even outside of Fight Night, right? Because Fight Night,
Yeah.
that's fantastic. I love it, and I love that it's bringing more to the hobby. But you got established teams out there right now that think they're the top dog, and exactly like you're saying. Are you a big fish in a little pond, or are you just a big fish? Like, it's time to
Come
prove it.
find out,
Let's go.
bud.
Let's all go to the middle of the pond, where we can all say we traveled the same amount of distance. We're on the same playing field. It is what it is. 24 hours from either coast straight to here.
Right.
Get here,
I mean-
and then battle it out. Have a contest and see who truly
I love
is
it.
best in the U.S. as far as a Speedsoft. And I mean, if you guys are looking for
support it.
flat open ground to make this happen, like we've
Bro,
got it.
I've
We've got
got
it here.
300 plus. Listen, call my old man and he'll tell you how many miles are in Kansas.
Right.
So we can lay out. We can have this. What up? Yeah, Soto. That's
Maybe in
coming.
22, Midwest shows what we got. Maybe the Midwest will show what
But
we
see,
got.
you know what? I feel like the Midwest has always been proving grounds.
I do too.
No, for real, because we take you out of your comfort city zone.
Right.
We're gonna bring you out to the sticks and let you run it.
But that's what I think you need. Like,
Yeah.
anybody can run shit on their home field. No
Right.
doubt.
Yeah.
It's your fucking home field.
Yeah,
Of course
exactly.
you got home field advantage, right? That's why you go somewhere different.
That's right.
Of course. I'd be so down. Honestly, if we could set it, I
Dude.
know I can get all 8 of my. Especially there's dudes in heartbeat.
Yeah.
Listen, even us Midwest guys, one field,
For sure.
one weekend.
Well,
can
Kansas
happen.
is the proof. If you're from Michigan, it's the same up here, right? Maybe the hours of travel might be a little bit different. I'll give you that, because Texas is fucking massive, but still about 2 states away, right? Like, I mean, that's what you're looking at. From the East and West Coast is about the same time, 24 hours to get from either coast to here.
Yep.
2 states to get to here. Like, that's why I say best in the U.S. It doesn't matter where you come from. This is the ground
is
right
it.
here. This is the middle of nowhere.
I got a
Dead
question
man's
for you.
land.
Yep.
I got a question for you. Fight night with KWA.
Right.
You got both tax on the West Coast. What if this was a culmination of events? Aspect of it too with Tactical League, you put all of them into like a 3-day event, best of the best,
Dude.
fight for USA, like who's rising to the top.
Damn. It's one. Right, exactly, dude. One. Crown the best V5 and crown the best
because you can have a 1-day milsim.
You can.
Yeah.
You can, especially in like the tactical league. What there is a milsim challenge, essentially, is what it is. Kind of like what Lion Claws does a little bit. So, exactly right. There's no reason why that couldn't happen, right? Because it's a tactical challenge.
Right.
You can definitely make it happen. If we're lagging, I don't know why.
Sorry,
we're not showing anything on our end that says we should be lagging. Tell your hamster.
Yeah, check your own internet.
Yeah, tell your hamster. But I mean, like, I think that's a fucking idea. I really do. I think it would be.
I was just about to say that.
I don't think we're there yet, but I do think that we are to the point where the 5e5s, like, they want to know. Everybody wants to know who it is, right?
I say maybe not 22, but 23. That could be a realistic idea. Because we have all these, I would say for me, new things, right? What's wrong?
Hey.
I don't know. I told him to hop into the waiting room. We could definitely
Yes.
Lagging.
What up, Fajita? Fajita's the only are at 15. So I'll give you that there has been a dent made in the 100 for a shirt.
Sorry about the lag, guys, but
yeah,
it's
I don't.
It spikes. I don't know. 13 devices.
Somebody clip that. I need that from Snake clip.
I can.
You know what? Actually, I can get it for you. Matt, send me something you want him to say, and when we're done with the show, I'll record it and send it to you personally, edited, on, mastered the whole 9, and we can
really make a ringtone for you if you
I
really
can.
Want.
I can do that.
I have actually read off some before. Right.
Oh, great set. So if you guys are on a podcast Discord, I need y'all fuckers to get in here and really utilize this fan fiction section. It's a question about how Snake and Nasty met. I know there's a legitimate like story behind it. Fuck that. We need to make up a story and figure out how these fuckers met in the fan fiction. And please make it juicy. That's all I'm going to ask.
You want a fan fiction version of how we met?
Oh.
Yes.
I would love to see what people
I would actually even make it a series. I'd have you read it.
I think that would be funny. That would be funny.
With some still images?
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Some straight photoshopped images.
Why Photoshop? Give them the real deal.
I mean,
oh Jesus.
There's probably versions of what you're looking for out there, I'm sure.
They're guaranteed.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. Sorry.
Where's on your body fingernail is the worst because I feel like it swells and it just never can get the space it needs and it just constantly hurts.
Worst shot is the tip of the peen right on the nail of the index. It's the same thing, right?
Joke's on you. I'm into pain, so.
Okay. All right. someone add that to the fan fiction.
Nasty's brain is cooking, trying to figure out the worst place he's been shot. Yeah, we can hear.
All right. Word up, Buttercups.
Word up.
Joining the party like too late.
No, you're good. You're good. I figured you had something to say, and you were like very adamant about get me in.
Dude, and I was like, talk to everybody. But yes, West super underrated right now. Things popping, but not disclose it.
Right.
But I'm gonna tell you, West Coast, battle up.
Hey, all I need, I need it. I don't care if you send it in a DM.
Well, no, not yet. Like, yeah, we're still watching, guys. We do a lot of intelligence work.
Jeez.
Well,
With-
alrighty.
Which, I mean, if you guys aren't from, they put on some awesome Milsim games, so go check them out.
Yep.
Events coming up. Soto, actually, while you're here, dates, your game dates.
So we're looking at the beginning of. Obviously, we're in the beginning of December right now, and we're about like middle of January. They're still kind of working on that, and I'm still in the go. So I'm hoping at the January in the like January 15th, let's say middle of January, that will set out everything that we're doing this year.
You can look for a game lineup from Over Tactics. That is cool, because I know we're kind of waiting on that too to make our plans. So, question that is, how do I fan fiction? If you want to join the Discord,
There's a link.
yes, there is. It is on our Instagram, which is _podcast. Follow us on Instagram, and you can click the link in the bio, which will take you to our whatever the fuck that thing is. That gives you multiple links, and you can click the one for the Discord. Hey. Or somebody such as Fahid or Skyoff wants to drop a link in the chat. Maybe even Nasty can do it now.
I don't know if it's a link, but you can highlight it maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Then you actually put that in and join the Discord. There's lots of random talks going on there actually also as well. 2042 general chat.
Yeah.
So if you guys ever want to hop in Battlefield with us, or I even just while we're playing Battlefield, you can. I don't know how good the conversation would be, because generally typical milsim dumbass we're playing Battlefield, but you know, yeah, for sure. But if you want to play, definitely.
Anyway,
Anyway, I have a quick question. I still haven't really introduced your guest here.
Okay.
So
So Soto,
I'm super jealous of the hair.
right? That's what I'm saying, dude.
Do I need to take the headset off? I'll show
You
you
can
the full
ask
set.
like Snake and Nasty, dude. Like, but like that's
yeah,
Dude, that's fresh.
Super fucking fresh. Anyway, so this is Keegan, the owner operator of Competitive Speedsoft League, and
What
this
up?
is Soto, the not owner but the operator of Overwatch Tactics.
where the hell are you at?
Like, I'm just kidding. I'm in Maryland. That's where I'm out of. But I service a lot, so I do currently Maryland, Virginia, and then I'm venturing up to Rhode Island, and next year I'm heading to California. Hopefully, I should be able to pull anyone from North Carolina to probably Rhode Island on the East Coast. That's the hope.
Damn, that's big time, bro. But I'm about that stripper pole behind you.
Oh no, I'm in the basement.
That's where it needs to be.
Right.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
I wasn't talking about all that public display, which was amazing, and I'm super jelly. But that stripper pole is what's getting me going.
Do,
Oh, wait.
Bro, the
Quick,
flow
yeah,
is going
if
to look
we
good
can't
on the
get-
pole.
we can't get 100 people here.
See some swirls.
That's right. Who in the chat does want to swirls?
I was about to say, if we get 100, Snake takes off the shirt, pole's right there.
That's
Just
right.
saying.
That's right.
So that's
Well-
double money.
That's right. But no, for sure, man. I think somehow we need to make this best in, because Speedsoft is taking off. It really is taking.
Here's my question, dude. You know I hate interrupting people,
but you
right?
keep doing it. Fine. It's
I
no
know,
big deal.
but why
It's
you're
like,
asking
fuck those guys.
But so my question is like this fight night. I feel that it's very lean heavy towards speed soft indoor.
Right.
So the mill simmer, the true, the tactical personnel.
Right.
You organize guys, you outfit your gear, you methodically think of how you're going to move is way more intuitive to throwing down 40,000
right.
and suppress the fire to a bunch of buildings.
Right.
Right. We do that all the time, but there's a lot more into combat than just throwing rounds. How you move, how you're, emotionally feeling. There's more combat multipliers to make yourself a true fight night champion.
Right.
I agree and disagree at the same time. So with the current people that are fight night, at least for the West Coast, even the play, I mean, there's a lot that is going through their mind. I mean, you have to calculate every move that you're really taking, or else the advantage is given to the other player. I will say, there are a couple of Milsim dudes that have been playing in Fight Night. They not the easiest down either.
Right.
Valiant, he won his first round, and then you had
If you're
TG.
if you're giving him any spoilers,
No.
I'll turn my headset off. We have not done a watch of 4 yet.
Okay.
We're going
No.
to. We're going to be doing.
Wait,
I'm not even.
Okay.
He's talking about pre-4.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, you still have all, run, even run comms, whatever. I mean, they're doing serious work.
Yeah.
I had the same thing out here on the East Coast. We had a couple dudes who run speeds off, and we were doing more Milsims, and they did well. They top 3 at least for our qualifying round. Difference I see is once you really do get into the nitty gritty of top 5 overall, a lot of speed soft players are on top simply because it's a familiar environment. I mean, you talk about going from building so on, so not worried about use 30 feet in front of you because it's usually 30. I mean, you're really at a disadvantage at that point unless you're constantly playing QB.
Yeah, but what about one? It's right, 3-6 team, or if you're really heavy, your 2 squads. That makes it more for a tactical thought process. Right?
I would agree. If you go large scale to a Milsim, yes, I would definitely agree. I would definitely say any speed soft into a Milsim event would be at a disadvantage when it comes to like competitive play. Only speaking from personal experience, me and my team have specific call outs for specific bunkers or buildings, and saying like to communicate how many people are dead. So if I say 3, that's saying that there's 4 on their team that are alive. If I say Dorito 50, I know that halfway I have someone that's shooting at. There's still all those communication that's taken into consideration on the competitive side for Speedsoft. Going public play, talking about that's got his fucking puller jack just going. I mean, yeah, no shit, he's not and burning every corner.
You know what I'm saying? We're looking at true communication, speed stuff.
Yeah. No. So we saw a lot of that when we were up at in Rhode Island, which part that honestly was different. So these guys, the 5v5s or even 3v3s, because I agree it's different when you're 1v1, but when you're talking about a squad and you're talking about having unit cohesion, everybody, and it does change the game, and that's why I think it was interesting to see the 5v5 threes, because surprised what was happening is you actually had so I'm just waiting for him. There we go. To my surprise though, what we actually was you actually had all the Speedsoft dudes actually holler communication, talking amongst each other, constantly yelling back and about where they're at, what's going on. Before the round even starts, they all have a position and know which way they're going to go. Their teammates know what they know these guys are holding the back, these guys are working around, this guy's taking over his spot, and the whole communication has reminded a lot of a hard CQB Milsim where they're working and moving fluidly, except now they're working one big open space with multiple. It was really weird. It was really weird to see, and like it changed my mind about the speed soft scene versus like your speedy boys who were out than what we saw in the competition there.
Yeah, I think that's it's like a huge part, like, you know, unit cohesion or team cohesion. And I've actually been, you know, speed is really not my type of thing. I actually see their communication. I think, you know, and I guess this is where, you know, a lot of West Coast people are wearing mill speed. It's new to me, you know, mill sim as, you know, boy attitude or whatever. And I think it's really cool. You know, definitely, you know, full face pro, so no one's like crying about their teeth and shit.
Right.
But yeah, under umbrella as a community or whatever you want to call it, a hobby or whatever your, you know, your mindset's at. You know, I think it's kind of like high school, right? Like you have your jobs, you have your nerds, you have, you know, people, right?
No,
Sorry.
I agree 100%. Clicks and
Yep.
and just like in high school, once you finally get to know some of them and realize they're complete fucking assholes, there's just the few that are associated with them. Like that's what Airsoft is coming to. Everybody's kind of breaking off, and their style they like now becomes the do I fuck phase.
Right.
Total sidebar.
Hmm?
I'm curious too. We're in high school. Or were you in that?
Dude, to them days, bud. Because
Alright,
iClick
solid.
did some shit.
In high school, oh shit, I fucking started. I was like, I played one thing outside. I was a hockey. Fucking 27, which is funny because I'm a pretty
Jinko jeans
fucking
and
yeah, dude, 100%. All were
nasty.
Slipknot.
Say it's not so.
They were all pretty much Slipknot, Nirvana,
It's
Metallica. And my other side to that was like if I had any other attire, it was skate attire. So Element t-shirts, DC shoes.
This is true.
100.
That's all I'm gonna say.
100.
Okay, so Element never made anything for us big boys. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, I wasn't always super fat.
But you're a big boy. Like, you're tall, too.
Yeah.
Like,
No, you're just short.
I mean, yeah, you are just short, but
I am. Yeah, 100%.
bro, when I was a freshman in high school or a junior in high school, sophomore. When I was sophomore, I was already 6'2". So
Jesus.
God damn.
I was
A sophomore, you were
I just
in
stopped getting
7th
tall.
grade?
I'm
Yeah.
pretty
They-
sure.
I was like 4'9" in 7th grade.
Nasty,
See?
when I met
God
Nasty,
damn.
Fine, how tall are you?
5.
Fucking Empire State Building. You. I'm 5'7", bro.
All right, hold on. If you say you're the Empire State Building and you're like 5'6", then you need to sit your ass down.
Right.
I always sit my ass down.
me and Nasty tower over like 100%.
Yeah. Fuckers were until I saw you.
Yes, we small. I'm 6'2", now.
7'12".
Yeah, we're pretty big dudes. Like, but no, like I mean, when I was a sophomore, I was 6'2". When I met Nasty though, was like 7.
Yeah.
I mean, right around there for sure. I was taller than him. I was like 16 at the time. I think I was
Right.
somewhere in there. Nasty was like 5, and then over years, probably right up until about the time where I hit being a sophomore and hit 6'2". Then we didn't talk for a little bit because I got busy with work.
Further Soto question for you: how tall are you? Because I gotta know.
Who, me?
Yeah. How tall are you?
Yeah, 5'7".
All right, cool. Good talk. Good talk. For those of you that are in the chat, fan fiction, you just heard it. What was that? 2000? You said 2007?
Yeah, give or take 2007. Yeah.
We have a starting point, ladies and gentlemen.
2007 is the starting point for the fan faction. Fajita's asking if he can jump in. He's got some questions for Keegan. Yes, I don't mind, Fajita.
Hit me.
More questions, the
I'm
better.
already here, boys.
What's cracking, man? That voice
sorry,
is so
that-
sexy, dude.
That lag was killing me, man. I couldn't do it.
It's all right. You're
Hey,
right.
did you like those tacos?
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, every time I'm going down to Maryland, I'm going to order the same thing, which is the pork style tacos with steak. Thank me later.
You're welcome.
So good. Sorry. Yeah, what you got, homie?
Give me 1 sec. I have a list of questions. I gotta pull them up.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Looks like we're gonna be here for a while.
By the way, also, while we've got a little bit of a lull here while we wait for Fajita to get his life together, I want to give a big shout out to ODB Airsoft.
Yes.
My man's recently just hit 1,000 subs on YouTube, which is
Wild.
super fucking cool.
Yeah,
the
dude.
guy's putting out some quality content. Really, honestly,
right.
if you haven't watched any videos from ODB Airsoft, I encourage you, please go to his YouTube, look him up. Not only is the content interesting, but also the production value
Yeah, dude,
that he
it's
puts into
wild.
them
It's wild.
makes him enjoyable to watch. So I just a shout out to him for being fucking awesome.
Yo, honestly, ODB is like probably the most hypest person on our team when it comes to vlogging. Also, we have Norin. Norin is big too. He's also
Yeah.
he's a big car guy though. If you guys are into cars too, check him out. Mickey, he does vlogs as well. That's our captain for NYI. He's working on content right now. He's kind of doing his own personal things. Can't talk about that because that's him, not me. But
Speaking of Norin, he's dropping a video about the Turkey Classic that happened a week and a half ago.
yes, sadly,
In like a day. So check him out. Just saying.
because I wanted to be the one to drop the first video, but my GoPro mount broke, so I went in there. I went in there
Wow.
blind. You shout out anybody really. It's
You're good.
up to you. Yeah. So, what teams did you think really presented themselves in a good manner? And also, that's probably come to a previous event. Do you think has grown since the last event with you?
Wow.
I mean,
Damn,
I
hitting
could-
with the toughies.
Yeah.
I could make this real simple and just be like, hey, yo, yeah, Turkey Classic. So they came out, really kind of proved themselves. And New York Insomnia hit them up. They came out for their first event. You guys did well. You guys definitely rated yourselves a little bit lower than you needed to. You were definitely right there. I wouldn't say the middle of the pack, just a little bit higher. And then teams that made more improvement. Shit. I'd probably give it to the Ivo guys.
Shout
Ivo
out
Speed
Ivo.
Soft. Yeah, they're cool dudes. They've been grinding since day one, really, to get out here. So I mean, they're good dudes, and they got progress. I will say for next season, there are a couple teams to watch. Honestly, this is one thing that I like to delve into into the statistics of everything. But if Insomnia really comes out and is serious about their game, they're going to be a real competitor in the 22 season. And then Ivo as well. Like they're definitely on the come up. You know, there's two teams that have been consistently placing in the top, and that's TSA and now Murder Inc. There's going to be a new wave coming through pretty soon.
I want to say this too. I've chimed in on it on a previous, like when you had your podcast about the event. Again, shout out to like Murder Inc. and like all. Shout out to them because they were really helpful. They were giving good feedback on players, mm-hmm. even against teams they played against. They were like, "Hey guys, good game," and then like, "Hey, I saw what you were doing on those rounds. Like, you would really maximize if you had a ego check real quick." It told us and it gave us things that we need to refine on. That's why I'll say this for certain: when we come back, I'm telling you, we're all 100% committed. We have some dope people backing us and pushing us to strive for better. So we don't want to disappoint, nonetheless. But shout out to all those teams that came out. Ivo, you guys, actually that game, I don't know if it was with you or against Ivo. I think they're second. That was when I dropped my gun in the last round.
Damn.
Follow up this event will be. Do you have any on that?
Yes, I will say as of right now, I have venues for all season.
Wow.
So,
when will CSL be released? List.
Of
I
course,
gotta put you on the spot
question.
if I did so, though. Yes.
Right. So, yeah, within the next month, my deadline is really January 1st. A full schedule along with field announcements. One has already gone out with Valhalla Tactical in Richmond, Virginia. They were the first field to pick us up for next season. There are 4 other fields, I think, other fields for next season to make announcements for. So, haven't already, CSL.airsoft on Instagram. Follow us.
Yes.
You'll get all the details along with CSL.airsoft.com. Our event schedule, all that jazz. It's pretty cool. I actually just updated the website. So that'll be coming within the next month.
That is their Instagram. By hearing it on the screen, so that way everybody can see.
Yes.
Go give them a follow, and we'll know if you followed because they're at 11:29, right? So we'll know. So,
chiming in on Val. One, awesome looking. 2, I shouted them out in a post before. There was this one post they had where they were like, I guess it was a soft open or it was just like a test day for the field. They had like all from Airsoft come out. It was like Airsoft and like they had a clip of them just sitting there exchanging information. I think that was like the best Airsoft.
Let me tell you, these dudes, the owner's name is Nick. I hope you don't mind me sharing your name, but I really don't care because this guy has been the first owner that I've talked to who's let me onto the or let me give him serious feedback and then immediately implement it into the field. There is a competitive field. There was a snake. Me and Jacob, hey, you need to implement a snake. Entire fucking snake. Hey, X, Y, and Z. Y and Z is moved. It was really trying to make the scene a little bit bigger. So if y'all haven't gotten to Valhalla in Richmond, you're in the area at least. I drive 2.5 hours to get there. I don't really give a shit. Y'all need to make a trip. Yes, sir.
I drive.
You want to go there? You want to go there?
We'd have to drive 24.
14 hour or 2 hour. Yeah, you okay? I can't do 24.
I'm gonna lay this
12
down.
hours to Tennessee and 10 to fucking to.
So we're gonna lay this. Yes, as of right now, the trophy for the longest nonstop drive. Okay,
100%.
to some people, that 2 hour dog, it's a long.
People over here is like, man, Texas.
The field is nice, and the owner cares for the community and the environment. Dude, I will if there's an event in my backyard and then an event that CSL is holding in East West Bumblefuck, mid east, whatever, in the middle of like a dust field, I will go to the CSL event, even if it's 13 hours away. Because why? I know what I'm gonna get, and it's gonna be high quality. Will I try out that other one? Yeah, probably, but not when CSL is doing something.
Right. See,
Hey,
like,
That's right. Talk your shit, bro. Talk your shit.
Hey, so in between like the event and like your downtime, like who you hanging with? Who are you driving down to that event with? What are you guys doing in that time?
So, I have no problem doing mills. Do whatever and saying, "Yo, what's good?" and immediately catching flack as normal because we roll up in a dye mask and Speedy Boy gear, whatever. But
I like and like that, but I was more talking about the homies, like how the other guy was describing. Like when you guys are rolling up to before you're getting to that event, the memories and that you're talking about, the homie time.
You mean the drive there? The drive there? What goes drive?
right. Who are you driving with?
A 4-hour drive.
Like East Coast disrespect or anything like that. I'm talking about like the time to get there, right? He's talking, he's done 24 hours. I haven't done 24 consecutive 18. To hold the gap from where I'm at,
right?
Which that's not 24 hours, but that 18 hours, man. Like 3 homies, dude. Like we made some fucking memories, and 2 of them I don't talk to.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying?
I almost didn't talk to after our 24 hours.
No, bro, we had a hard.
That happened. Yeah. On my end, that's what happened with us. Like we Friday, we got shout out Marriott, Bethesda. They even let us. No, like, don't do it. You have to understand. Like, you're so nice to us coming in.
Yo.
Like, one of us mask broke. Like, what we now? It's, no. Don't worry. The mandate starts tomorrow. You're okay. And like we were like we were gonna go down to like just the lobby and hang out and like do a quick brief, and then like the manager comes down and was like, guys, we have a conference room you guys are more than welcome to use, absolutely free. I'm like, what? That's in the quote unquote war room. But it's like, dude, we spent Friday there, we went out, we did our thing Saturday, we had a hell of a time, and then we went back to the hotel, had Victory McDonald's, and then we joked all the like
So
I learned more about those guys in 48 hours than I learned about my friends in real life.
I saw in there for an hour just bullshit.
I mean, like, realized at that point, I was like, guys, what if the layout isn't even the same? What if the layout just... So we layout, and then it was just like, oh, guys, we got like 45 minutes left to kill in here. What do you guys want to do? It's just, let's look important for the gram, I guess.
Yeah, so you asked about, like, all right, I'm going to head out all the homies real. See, it's usually, like, our original 5 or 6 team. It's me, my boy Carlos or B, and Jacob, Bert, and then the child Ethan. When we went to Tennessee, it was the 5 of us and my wife in this van. We drove all the way there, and I remember at one point, like, we were just jamming tunes, rolled all the fucking windows down, just like singing out the windows. It was fucking great.
Yeah.
And on the way back, my homie Carlos was like super baked. and got hip to a French onion dip and dip by himself.
Holy
stopped at a gas
shit.
station. He picked up another one.
Oh my god.
Like that I'll never forget.
Yeah, dude.
Right, dude.
Dude,
That's the
yeah.
thing I love
Hell
about
yeah.
Milsim, right? Is like everybody talks about Milsim and it really airsoft in general. I've found a lot of that happens too at Speedsoft events now that we've been to one. And that is the downtime, right? It's the camping and hanging out with homies at night and after the game's done, or the fucking car ride there, the car ride back, which depending upon how long
Was
it is
rough
actually
as
worth.
fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
I almost left
dude,
you in
Radio
fucking some
Silence was
random
pretty cool.
state.
Bro, car ride to Radio Silence, fine, great, awesome. Car ride
We'll tell
back
that
from,
story.
Car ride back from Pennsylvania, like I pulled over in St. Louis and was ready to sit there while Nasty left because I was like, fuck this. I am not going to die in
That
this
story will
fucking
come
truck.
someday. We're not gonna.
Oh, wait. While we're on the topic of radio silence, let me just speak, guys. I have to mention this to you, Snake and Nasty, because I didn't get to say it before you guys departed. You have to understand from like the pedestal that you guys are on. For me, is like almost 3 days of straight in the woods battle, camping out in the woods with a bunch of dudes. Awesome. And then at the end of all the battle, I just see two giant silhouettes in the sunlight over the horizon. And then there's Snake and Nasty, my two friends that I had the pleasure of
Yes.
not playing with. Even though I didn't get to play with them, just them being there and me knowing that they were there, it just made the experience better.
Wow,
and I think one of our guys at that time got you. Yeah, it was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
it was a fun story to tell, and then like we took the pictures, and I got to be all fangirly and whatnot. It was like, I think those are I think those are like the Milsim moments that like
Yeah.
that
But-
really make them.
Not those are not Milsim moments. That's a classification. It's camaraderie. It's a bonding. Okay, so it's not
Right.
classified as Milsim. It's classified as your memory on your experience of what you're doing with you and your homies.
Right.
Like that's the fucking niche, dude. That's the fucking hinge. Like,
Right.
at the end of the fucking day, dude, like I've gotten into fucking I've been in this industry, dude, for like 12 fucking years. Like, look my shit up.
Respect.
Like, I'm fucking retired Army, fucking retarded, fucking 5 foot,
Fucking retarded.
fucking fatted as shit. Okay,
Nasty.
I'll tell like real talk. Like, I've been called a lot of fucking my business or not my. I run this fucking business, but my wife owns this business. Okay, it's business. I've hopes and fucking 5 years, man.
Yep.
Yup.
And I'll tell you, the fucking best bonding fucking moments
Yeah. Dude.
is
Hard to call Soto a homie.
Right. Proud to call
And
everybody
Jesus,
sitting here
and
now
Jesus.
a homie,
Exactly, dude.
bro.
right? You know, and that's and I feel that is what bonds, dude,
Yep.
like Speedy Boys, fucking Milsims, whatever you want to call yourself, fucking LARPer, dude. Like, that's why we Overwatch was like from like different variants, right? We took the fucking bird and we took the Milsimmer and then we took the fucking person and we fucking combined, right? We like everything about it because like everybody has their own fucking niche, dude, but like at the end of the day, dude, you make your fucking memory. It's what bonds you to this fucking godforsaken sport hobby or whatever the fuck you want to call
Hey
it.
man, you're preaching, and I love it.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I don't know if you run a church, but
Hey,
like
we need,
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
The
Digger.
Church of
Not a
Soto.
sermon.
hey,
Just a thought.
I don't even know you, but I appreciate you.
Dude, Soto.
Love for you, dog.
Soto, there's
What?
there's a patch right there for you. The Church of Soto, just the silhouette of a church, and the Soto's church.
Hey, no, I'm not no church. I'm not no God. I did not create Jesus.
But you're the
Wait a minute,
preacher of
you
the game,
did
bro.
create Jesus. We've been over this.
I know, and that was mind blowing. Okay, and I
And you do have a god named Woodcock.
Right.
I'm
So You, sir, are the mythological universe.
Well,
Dude, that's your podcast right there. Morning Wood with Soda.
Morning Wood with soda.
Morning Wood with Soda, baby. What's up?
if I get another person that says, "Hey, you need to bottle this fucking shit and just hang out with the fucking video camera," I'm gonna lose it. I can't do that.
You need to bottle this shit and hang out with a video camera.
I'll see you December 18th.
You need to. Sorry, my bad. Go ahead. I was gonna say you're so goated. Just get somebody to fucking follow you with a cameraman.
I mean,
That's all
who
it is.
knows?
I'll do it.
Who knows?
Dude, in my DMs, dog.
Ready to
Fajita straight up like, I am from New York, but I will fly to Oklahoma.
fly. I hate driving.
Snake and I will to these. We will have 17 stops on the way there.
Right. Yeah,
Okay.
There's gonna be an overnight
Right.
stop. this time.
But on our way back, we will carpool anybody who can fit back to Kansas and Oklahoma.
you have to figure out your own
You're
way
gonna
to get
regret
home.
that.
You have to figure out your own way
Yes.
to get home.
All right, boys. Task Force is going on tour. Let's go.
That's right.
Hey, can we get a bus?
Dude,
Task Force bus?
I can definitely get a bus.
Hey, fuck your bus. Just grab all the homies in a fucking Ford Fiesta. Hit up RV there when you get close to your spot. Have them deliver that bitch, and y'all be living fucking the lifestyle. Ask him about
Fiesta.
Avalon. How many fucking RVs do we have from RV Share? there?
Jesus
Holy shit,
Christ.
dude. There was a shit.
Bro.
Like, we rolled up, we told him, hey, we're bringing a trailer. And he was like, RV? Nah, bro. We brought a 6x12 trailer because we were like, oh, now we don't need it and it'll be fine.
That was
And,
the
like,
worst of my
everybody
life.
else has an RV, is camping in like straight up glamping, right? There's
Yeah.
glam camping. Just they got fucking warm on Friday night. It gets down to like 39. What the fuck?
See,
There
no
was
one's
smoking.
surprised.
That's wild.
No,
That's
joke.
But
Dude, my first literally sleeping in a coffin. It sucked. It sucked.
I'm somewhat envious because I haven't overnight Milsim event yet.
what?
I've done like the 1 day, 8 hour, 12 hour, whatever, right? But
No.
I haven't done an overnight.
Nah,
don't
bro.
count.
We need to.
I'm game.
This is what I'm talking
I'm-
about. So you're missing all this homie time, like
Campfire
Soda's talking
moments,
about.
bro. Campfire.
Yeah, bro. The game
moments,
ends.
bro.
The lights, the sun goes shit with your homies, drinking and fucking just having a good
Meeting
time.
people,
listening
dude.
to Woodcock stories about
people.
shit, talking about
Oh my
LGBTQ,
God, dude, the acronyms
PIA.
of like 18 of the bitches. And he still knows that shit. And he constantly fucking reminds me.
Woodcock will talk about whatever. You got Jesus just sitting over there being
Hum, ba, da, bum,
Dude,
bee.
like,
and
dude,
then just
I'm
be
telling
like,
you, like it's gonna have to.
ever
O'clock in the
link up.
morning.
What?
Radio, but hard.
Right.
Right.
So make a deal right now. All right, we'll come to the
Tell me.
East Coast,
Tell me.
but you gotta
EHC.
you and all the boys, and we'll.
So
Dude,
January.
Kind of like a
I was
TSA
so-
in my.
The Task Force podcast, guys. Maybe.
I'll
baby.
do it. I'll do it. I'll try to talk
No.
the whole team into getting kitted up for a MOSIM. Only on one condition: I get to sit on Snake's lap.
Easy
car ride.
deal.
The whole car
Let's
ride.
go.
The whole
That's
car
it.
ride. On the way back, nasty.
Make
Your
sure to
lap.
have your
On the
pants.
way back though, nasty. That lap is mine, bro. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
You say you can't have no pants.
I can't promise that like the boys are gonna get kitted up, but I tell you what, I'll run out my speedy.
fuck it.
Got no
That's
problem.
the way,
Do
dude.
it, man. Like
I think such as a MOSIM. I think of it like yeah, let those idiots run in there, get killed. We'll know exactly where they are, and we'll just clean up from the back. Like I love that tactic. It's
All
like
I
it's
gotta
like a
say-
it's like a tack dog and handler method. Send in the dogs
Right.
of war. We'll pick off what runs away.
Exactly. I'm just saying, like, I think it would be cool. East to mid to west would be.
Yo, hey,
So-
hey, Hey, you guys want to hear something cool? Like
No.
old school shit, old fucker shit.
What you got?
So here in Oklahoma, this was like 2010. We used to have like East versus West, and it was Tulsa versus Oklahoma City. And like we had a fucking trophy that the two major fields that had stores and fields like put
Right.
in, and they did this like back then. I think it was like $300, and they created this trophy. And so whoever won that event that year gets to claim that trophy. And then so they would go to the opposing other field. Since they won, they would go to their home field, and if they won, they would take the trophy back. But if they lost, they would leave the trophy there. Like I think there should be like
I'm game.
punk
Your
call
story's
or
long.
created like that chess gang. Yeah.
So I do that for work right now. So those of y'all don't know, I work with children. I work at a middle school youth center.
Right.
I'm the facility person there. But our sister location, we do a turkey bowl every year. Football, us versus them, and we got a trophy. Same concept.
That's awesome.
I am so game for. I mean, I know trophy people. I'll get a fucking trophy. I'll even get custom placards to like slap that on there. Like, let's go.
Let's do
go.
it.
Bro,
I'm
you
down
need
like
to-
Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston before crack. What's up?
you, you need to make like an airsoft cup, like the Stanley Cup, but like
That's
the
what I'm
Rush,
saying. Like,
That's
the
what I want.
Rush,
fucking
dude,
I'm doing it.
bro, the Rush Cup.
The Rush Cup.
So
No,
I'm doing that right now.
Right.
So you guys saw the big ass trophy
Yes,
I brought.
it was
to
amazing.
Extreme.
Yes.
So this past year, my team won, and I'm throwing fucking TSA onto that thing. And then when there's no more space, I'm adding on to that bitch, just like to the
Fuck
Stanley
yeah,
Cup.
dude.
Yeah.
Something gets dented, I ain't fixing it. Like,
There you go.
We want the wear and tear. That shows
Yes.
that it's been through some
See,
shit.
this
Exactly.
is why I said maybe not 2022, maybe even not 2023, but one day, all sides will come together,
It's gonna
and
happen.
we're gonna make this shit fucking happen, dude.
so I want to backtrack for a second, right?
Skirt.
So if skirt,
Yeah,
if I'm coming out and I'm doing this overnight Milsim event, then y'all got to do a tournament, and I'm including you too, Soto. Y'all got to come out.
How
And-
big's that tournament like in square feet? Because I need at least like 50,000 for my fat ass.
You better stop. You better stop with that shit.
I'm a
Yeah,
bougie
yeah.
bitch, dog. My bad.
He said, "Look, I'm the only motherfucker in the building. That's all we need."
that's
to know."
right, basically, dude. I'm in to trade off to truly experience a speed boy life for a speed boy to
I mean,
truly
we-
experience a Milsim life.
We had the chance up in Extreme.
You
Snake
guys-
had
you guys-
a jersey
dude,
on.
Dude, CBK had me talked into it, right? You guys had me talked into it. You guys were showing me, you're like, look, we got the bigger dude on our team, and he's fine. I started talking to him, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I will. But then
Yeah.
they ended it for the time being. I was like, because I was literally on it. The only
Bruh.
thing,
Oh,
the
you got
only
blue
thing I
balls.
had, the only thing I had was I told CBK the only thing I request is that you let me borrow a fucking dye mask, because if I have to wear a rental mask again, I can't see fucking shit out of that rental mask. So
I would have gave you my entire kit. I would have let you roll my Polar Star. You could have used my dye mask. I
So
would've
you know
put
what?
fucking
because we played
caboodle.
we played on Friday night when we were there.
Yeah.
You guys got there a little bit
But
late and missed
I
it, but
want
we
the
were
true-
full on
Hey,
playing.
hold on. I feel like that was a jab. I'm just saying. I feel like that was a jab.
Just gotta let people
God
know.
damn it.
Yeah. gotta
You
let
know
people
what?
We did get there late. You know what?
Fuck
All
you.
right. I was
That's-
so salty. So like we got there like 2 hours after our estimated time, and I remember rolling up to the fucking field, and I was like, "Oh, they're gonna be open until midnight." It was like 10 o'clock, and I was like, "These bitches closed. God
Yep.
damn it, motherfuckers!" And we went back to the hotel, and I cried myself to sleep.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, so I think I have an idea.
Hit me.
Okay, so you are tournament based,
Yep.
indoor. Let's say 20,000 square foot, correct?
Or less.
Okay, or less. So say 10,000 on average.
Or less.
Oh shit! Damn.
My home field is 4,000 square feet. Just saying.
Oh,
Yeah, we get hot. They get hot and sweaty over there. It's
So
nice.
the tournament field is no larger than maybe 2K.
oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Talk about CQB.
Yeah, it's up close. It's perfect.
So now, if you're talking like milsim overnight, like would you be talking like camping, like legit camping in the field,
I'll legit camp.
like
I have a
milsim?
tent. I got a sleeping
Well,
bag.
what he's
I'll pack a
asking
ruck.
is, would
He's
you
talking
do a
like-
40-hour
Yeah.
or a hey?
Hold on. No.
That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Like, so you want to say
I-
milsim, and I'll be honest. Okay, so like what Overwatch does is we're not like milsim, we're not airsoft, we're a mixture of everything. We're a combination, of everything, right?
Yeah.
Like airsoft base, but with milsim structure, right?
Right.
Through milsim, in my personal opinion, would be milsim West. That is continuous 40 hours. That is
Right.
fucking. Your shit is dressed right, dressed.
Yeah,
you have
dude.
the fucking packing order. You are fucking on par and above, right? So that to me is milsim. I have yet to do a milsim West, and I will, say I have never done one. I've done a real sim event, which I think it was like 30 hours, and there was like a 2-hour break.
Very similar.
That like actually hurt me because the elements, it was a fucking torrential downpour. So, but like on a tournament, speedy style bracket, you guys go for all day, but it's 10-minute intermissions, I guess, right? Like,
It kind of depends. Like, honestly, your game could last all of like 5 or 6 minutes. But it's not. It's like constant.
It's like NXL.
it's-
If I would compare it.
Yeah, it's
XL paintball.
oddly
it was like
physically
3
and mentally
rounds.
intense.
It was like 3 rounds at 30 seconds apiece. I felt like, really, honestly.
Yeah, not to toot my
They're
own horn,
fast,
but
Brad.
my team was running shit at extreme.
Yeah, they were.
Um,
Yeah, they were.
Average average game is like 1:30
Yeah.
at the longest.
But then what you guys
But-
do, you guys do like heats, right? So it's like
Yeah.
you have 5 fights
You'll-
in that 10 minutes and however long it takes. So if it takes,
Right.
a minute 32 minutes, so then you get that 5 fights and then you're done.
Let's get this out
Right.
of the way, though. My style of milsims are you play for your 8, 9, 10 hours. You have
take
your
a
night
break.
off to hang with the people, drink, turn up, do what you do, drugs. And then you go play the next day.
Had to throw that in there.
Dude.
Feels
Like,
like a
seriously, though,
fucking
you go-
rave more than a milsim.
Right.
I would call
hey,
it
we
glam
talked about the glow
sim.
stick shit, fucking bikini tops. What's up? Some Jinko jeans.
That's right.
Snake.
dude.
Bro, I'll get my fat shoes on.
I
and
just
we'll
bought a
go.
pair of
I just
silkies,
consider
so I got some silkies.
let's just call it. It's just man camping. Man.
Yes.
It's just man
I mean,
camp.
honestly-
It incorporates what all men want to do. We want to go out, be in the woods, and we want to fucking shoot each other.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
have no problem with doing a 24-hour event. Like, if we start at 6 a.m. and we don't end until 6 a.m. the next day, like, fuck it, let's go. I'll camp out. I ain't got no problem with
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
No,
dude,
so
rocking with
that-
Soto, though. Rocking
like
with
a-
Soto, though, is the way to do it. I'm going to step off for a second. Gotta go piss.
oh my god.
Been a
Get it.
fucking hour and a half. Suck my...
Drain the main vein.
Bottle it and sell it to people online.
Yeah, bottle it. Let's sell it.
shut up.
We'll call it Nasty's secret formula.
Is this piss? Smells like piss.
Copyright for that for net.
You walked into a shit show. That's what you walked back into.
But no, seriously though, Soto, like your style play, I think is I call it like glam sim, I guess you could call it. You get your time to play, you get your 8 hours of solid fun, nonstop play, maybe a break for lunch, but you get 8 hours in, right? And then you break, the sun goes down, you hang out with the homies, you make your hard memories, you wake up in the morning, you get a decent night's sleep or not, whatever. You get fucking tacked up and loaded up, and then you go back out and you go hard until about 2. And then you go hang out with the homies, you say your goodbyes, and you're on the fucking road. And
But you
that
forgot-
is the fun
Forgot
Wilson.
one important feature, my friend.
What's that?
In between that time, you got to fucking bitch to the event promoter and tell them what the fuck sucks.
Oh, I'll tell you.
Right? There you go.
I got
True.
you.
True.
It's like the only reason I'm willing to do that is because I'm on the other side too.
Right.
You know, like I do the same thing. I was sending out fucking surveys to players. I was like, yo, what the fuck did I fuck up? Like, please tell me. I want to know. Give me all the minor details and I
Right.
will improve.
Yeah, so like I'm old school, like talk to people.
Oh yeah. No, I'm right there with you. I got
And
you.
so like this year we actually sent out a Survey Monkey, which I had no idea what the fuck a Survey Monkey was until hashtag fucking bald ass Caber fucking hooked me up. That dude's the fucking man.
Gamer.
Yeah, he knows his marketing shit, and so
What's up,
he's
James?
putting that out, and so we have gotten some replies and shit. But like, usually it's like my message board, man. Like someone's like like Overwatch or messaging me personally or something, and I see it, and it's that's how I learned. But like apparently there was a lot of grasp from the Survey Monkey. We got, I think it was 53 responses or something like that.
That's good.
So I'm like I said, I'm old school technology, so
Yeah, like so surveys are great. I definitely agree with you though that the in-person kind of conversation that's had. I mean, Fajita can speak to this personally because, I mean, I came up to them maybe 3 or 4 times throughout the night at the Turkey Classic trying to figure out, if they were having a good time or not. Because that's super essential.
yeah.
To like actually have a one-on-one with somebody, like that goes a really long way.
And piggybacking off of that, going from just like as a consumer for airsoft, that's a big part of it, to have somebody ask for the feedback. That just shows that they're serious about what they're doing, and what they're trying to do is not only promote positivity but also grow and continue to put on dope events that reflect on what you're trying to portray, which is unity at this point.
Right. Well, see, and let's put a hard cap on that too, because it also, like, it doesn't matter to you get guys who will come to you and say, "Hey, how's it going?" And you think it's all great and well, but then if that guy doesn't do anything with it, though, he's also still one of the shit promoters. That's the truth. So when you see guys who actually give you real, honest feedback, and then they actually take that and try to implement it, or you see the changes, however slight they might be, because some people might ask for some shit that's completely fucking retarded, and you're like, dude, it's not even fucking applicable, but you still take it as feedback. You know what I mean? What were you saying, Soto?
I actually had someone ask me for better Wi-Fi at Avalon.
Yeah, suck a dick.
Not
Tell
even,
them it's fucking camping. What the fuck?
It was
right, so to go along
you
with
can't
that,
call your girlfriend.
for Nasty and Snake, if there was one major thing you could pull away from a Milsim event that would make your experience better, what would it be?
If there's one thing you could like change about a Milsim event that would make the experience better, honestly, like the Milsim games are always structured, at least in my opinion, they're structured to where it can be better. Most of the time, honestly, my biggest frustration comes from players, not so much the way the game is set up. Like at Avalon, right? It was like the structure of the game wasn't bad, but what you would have is you would have dudes who would be sucking in a firefight, right? And then they get disheartened, and what happens? They start stacking behind fucking buildings and making dumbass decisions. And when you get people who come up who are still into the fight, and you start making some headway and you get some shit moving, like at one point in time, I walked up, I killed some dudes down the end of the street. I walked out there and I'm like looking at like 7 dudes, just rat fucking behind a building, doing nothing, literally. And I'm standing here and I'm like, yo, dudes, it's clear down here. We need to push down there so we can hold this fucking line, right? Like we need to push up. And they're like, oh, well, there's a guy down there. And I said, yeah, I just fucking killed him. He's dead. And they're like, no, I bet he's down there still. And I said, no, he's fucking dead. I stepped out into the street and I was like, look, I'm standing here. There's nobody down there. He's like, no, he's down there in the bush. And I'm like, okay, one more time here. I shot him. He is dead. Look at me. I'm humping the air in the street. Someone would fucking shoot me. No one's shooting me. Let's fucking go. And then finally they start moving. So it's like it's the dumb people you come across in a mill sim that really get me frustrated, because you'll have dudes who are there who want to have fun and play. Now, mind you, you can have fun and play and get your fucking thing on right and stay fighting and still not be taking it so serious, right? Not be taking it so serious that it ruins it for other people, right? Mm-hmm. Because there's a difference. Like, being competitive is still fun. That's what people have a hard time understanding, is like, competition is fun. So to me, to want to win, that is still fun. That's why we play sports. Yeah. But if you're pushing it so far to a point past that it becomes like a negative reaction towards your friends, that's totally different. Like, that's, now you're talking about taking it too fucking far, right? So, but what you get is you get dudes who just want to sit around and rat fuck on the field, and that's what's frustrating to me, because these milsims are built based around objectives and whatnot, and that's what people want. And then when you give them that, they don't want to go for it. So then they're back to green versus tan, and that's all it is. Well, now it's a giant game of fucking TDM, and this is dumb, right?
Hell yeah, TDM!
Right, exactly. So
TDM with medic rules.
The games that I enjoy the most are the ones that give you the objectives. So like Avalon did a really good job at giving objectives. I think the AO, I mean, since we're talking about feedback here, I think the AO and some of the rules to the AO limited movement, in which case caused a lot of bottlenecks on the field, which in turn caused frustration for people, which I understand. And then you had people who just didn't listen to the rules about engagement distances outside the talk, and they just don't get it, and they just walk off all pissy.
Another thing I feel like they should add, a lot of fields, I mean, not even fields, people who coordinate events for Airsoft, what they should really start considering, especially if your op or whatever your event is heavily faceted on objective-based gameplay, you need to have progressive objectives, things that move constantly, so that way, if you notice that it's moving slow and they're not moving, all right, cool, they lost this objective. We're moving on to the next objective. We're not going to fight for 7 hours for you guys to hang out for 7 hours and hunker down. You don't get this objective in an hour or so. You lost that. You all are now dead. Y'all all got to go back, and then you got to try to push back. And that's going to encourage you to be like, well, that sucked. I don't want to do that again. Let's try to play the objective.
So, random guy Kev, he had an event this past year he had multiple events, or not multiple events, but multiple objectives within the event. So things were ever changing, right? Nothing was stale. It wasn't TDM at one point because the main objective was completed, so on and so forth. Right. Player base, there's only so much you can do, but I think the opposing side to that, what helps alleviate that problem are the micro objectives. Like, okay, your overall objective is take the bomb to, the X location or whatever. But along the way, you can find the reporter who has intel about X, Y, and Z, and you can find fucking a new medic rule. That was one of the things that was really cool. Like, at this time period, there's an event that if you win this, your team now gets instant medic if another player's near. You count to 10 instead of 30. Like, wahoo, you got medics. But that's interesting to hear. It really is, because like I don't ever see these big events. And I'm thinking maybe in the 2022 season that I may do a micro event at a field in X location. But it's cool to know.
This is what I would recommend, because this is what I do, and it works for me. Is if you're going to a milsim, a speed soft day, whatever you want to do, go with no real
expectations.
Say what?
Expectations.
Yes, go with no at all expect. Now be excited. Be like, I wonder this, but don't go going. I don't want to say
You
don't
build a level in your head
Yes.
that's so high
Yes.
it can't be beat.
because I show up to any event, local, Overwatch, Rhode Island, anywhere I go, I'm gonna be like, yeah, this is gonna be dope. But that's where it stops in my
Right.
head. Because
I mean-
when I get to the field, you know, and bullshit just starts rolling downhill. Dudes don't call their hits. We're not calling ours.
Right.
Medics are doing whatever the fuck they want. People this, people that, people this. But I just go knowing
I'm going to make my own fun.
I'm gonna make it my way.
Right.
But I follow rules.
Right.
I will sit on the ground for 5 minutes playing dead.
Right.
I that's just who I am. And so I make it what it's worth for me. I don't give a fuck about how Snake feels about it. I don't give a fuck how CBK or
Right.
Rush or anybody. I'm going to go for me and my experience.
Right.
And I'm going to
Good.
play it the way I want to.
Right.
As you should.
Exactly. You paid. My firm. I don't think it's like you should completely eliminate your expectations of an event because at the end of the day, you're paying money for something that you
Well,
want to be really fun.
still have
the
But what I
baseline,
say is,
yeah.
I think a better thing would be to say is like, not to have expectations, but expect what you've seen. Please
Right.
don't like go in going like, oh, there's gonna be so many cool goodies that they didn't show us. Like,
Exactly.
how do you
Right.
know that? How do you know that? Don't expect it to go like a whole bunch of other ways when it's already they're giving you the basis. You know the rule sets.
Right.
That is
I
what
go-
you're expected to get.
I go with such an open mindset. I very much try not to let anything disappoint me because if I go with an open mindset, the whole fucking weekend was awesome.
Right.
No matter how
Hell
much
yeah.
bitching, no matter how much whatever, I had a great fucking time and I'm going to go home and I'm going to can't wait till the next event.
Right.
Right.
See, and we had a
So-
good one in the chat too. Was some people don't like the lunch breaks. I personally like. If I'm really in the flow, if I'm hard in the game, breaking for lunch does kind of suck because I'm like, dude, we're really fucking making a good push. Then we send all of our guys back and they eat like shit, come back and become fat asses, and then we push like shit. Which I mean, whatever, you know what I'm saying, right? So like, to give the option of, hey, if you guys want to do lunch is going on from blank time to blank time. You need to cycle through. So the fight
Yeah.
continues on. Send a,
like
it's up
that
to your
idea, too.
commander. It's up to your commander. Your commander sends a quarter of the force off the field, hoping that the other team sends 50% so that way we can gain objectives or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got 5 squads. Maybe you send 2 squads to go get lunch now, and then in 30 minutes they come back and you send the other 2 squads to go get lunch. Whatever. You never know.
All right, Snake. I'm gonna be real with you. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. So I've the mini events that I've gone to, and we got these commanders or squad leaders. Like, I'll listen to you to an extent.
Right.
Homie, you tell me that I'm taking a break and going to get lunch, you can drop on your knees and get a mouthful. Okay.
Right.
Like,
Right.
I'm gonna keep playing if I want to keep playing.
Right.
Exactly. And no, the player has they could get looped into another squad. I mean, until
Yeah.
their squad comes back.
I mean, what would I think another thing would be cool to do is like if you're going for an immersive experience already, who's to say that you can't go like you not even like you can basically set up if it's just a food truck in the parking lot. You're like, all right, guys, the field kitchen's open from this time to this time. If you go, let your commander know that you are going, so that way people can get reassigned until you come back, and we
Right.
all rally
Guys.
up at a designated point.
Yeah.
So that way you leave the people who are in balls deep enemy territory about to secure an objective. They don't have to stop what they're doing, but then like the 3, 4, 5 fat asses like myself would be like, all right, I'm gonna go to the food truck. You guys have fun pushing that objective.
Right.
Right.
You guys
Dude,
are rally
listen.
point at 0400.
Right. Pack your own versions of MREs.
This is true.
Everybody
Like-
should have an MRE. That should be
Right.
canon. Everybody
but
has an
like-
MRE.
Come on, but you know the people that won't, right?
Right,
Like, there's
but see-
always that guy. So
Pack your non-perishables that you can go with you all day, can of beans, and when it's quote-unquote lunchtime, sit your fucking happy ass against a tree, bang that shit down, get up and go play.
no, I
This
agree.
motherfucker
you know,
needs beans.
Honestly.
That's what I was.
Like
That's what I was saying. Was that you have the option then to continue to fight? Maybe you're eating on the move, whatever. And it's a fucking granola bar,
Right.
and you're walking, and
Yes,
fighting,
sir.
whatever. But
Kick
you know
a
what I'm
door
saying?
down, slam a granola bar,
Bro,
clear some rooms.
If I'm
Slap some
eating a
faces
can
with
of
beef jerky
beans,
sticks.
dude, if I'm eating a can of beans and I throw that bitch down and start shooting at you, you know it's game, bro.
Right.
Like,
And
I'm
on top
just
of
saying,
that,
like,
you got free gas.
no matter what you do, make
so
the
real
experience
talk,
your own,
okay?
bro.
So how many hours? Real talk. My question to everybody here: how long do you think you can really fight? Because obviously we've all been in somewhat of a firefight, right? Or an airsoft fight.
Yeah,
Okay. How long do you think you can keep that fight up? If that fight is putting hella resistance, keeps adding resistance, keeps adding combat multipliers, like how long do you think you can keep that shit up?
Well, like I bring my bag to the fob, so like my bag has got my extra 10,000, 30,000. I brought like 4 bags of fucking BBs with me in my bag, and so
Your fob's not the fight, bro. Your fob's not the fight.
Right. No, exactly. As long as you can still pull back and reload whatever, like that's the part where it becomes on your commanders to make sure that your dudes are staying in check. Like, are we doing an ammo check? Are our squad leaders actually checking on this shit? Or are we just relying upon dudes who've got 1 mag left to hold the fucking line? Like, that becomes part of the immersive side of it, right? As a squad lead, you should be thinking about those things like, yo, how is everyone on ammo? I know where I'm at.
Or
but what
just
are my
how
dudes
is
at?
everybody?
Right. Like,
So-
is everybody good? We run the fuck down? Do we
Are
need
you
to
gonna
pull
pass
back? What do
out?
we need
Like,
to
are
do?
you fucking
Also-
solid?
Right.
Also,
I
I
would
think
say
it's role specific as well too. It's always like whatever your designated role is for that op, it really
Yes,
affects
exactly.
the amount
Yes.
of time you can spend on the field without having to like really get like fatigued. Like in my case,
Right.
I played a medic role at the mill sim I went to, which was radio silence. Most of my time, I would say, I spent maybe 20% of it actually shooting. The rest of
Right.
it was running, dragging people behind cover, and giving them like stim packs or whatever. And it's
Right.
like it like granted. I was more physically demanding. My role was more physically demanding in the sense I had to run a lot to get to people in the middle of like firefights and stuff like that. But at the same time, it wasn't my focus was there. I knew exactly what I was going to do. I had a formulated plan. I got to the point where I was like, I don't even need to do all this. I set up
Right.
a med bay at every battle.
Yeah.
Like every time we get into a firefight, I set up a med bay. Anybody gets hurt, have somebody drag them somewhat close to me so I can drag you to the med bay and I can
Right.
heal you up, send you right back to your group.
Right.
Simple
right.
as that. But like in that moment, it was like I don't have to worry about fighting. I don't have to worry about shooting anything. I just got to worry about the guys covering my ass while I get the next guy up so they can
Right.
add on to the defense.
Exactly.
So like
See,
an infantry, I would say like an infantry person would like playing an infantry role would get fatigued faster because not only do they have to exert that physical energy, that mental energy comes into play because now they have to. What lane am I covering? Is this guy going to push? Can I provide push from while he bumps up?
Right.
What's my situation? What's the sit rep on the rest of the units in my squadron? Like, what's going
Right.
on here? Granted,
seeing,
I'm probably
like-
butchering a bunch of the terminologies up, but like, you get what I mean.
Right, exactly. See, and this is where I feel like this is when you start to get more immersive versions of milsim, or where you get teams that have to improve. Maybe they attended this milsim, and then they started to realize, like, yo, like, we don't really have a real fucking person who's a squad lead, like somebody who thinks about this shit. Maybe this guy who constantly is thinking about checking on all of our guys, random, is actually the best option for a squad lead. Maybe this guy's the best option for an XO because he handles the other shit that this guy forgets about. You know what I mean? Like I personally didn't take a squad lead role at Avalon, and I was asked to. I said, I just wanted to hold off because it wasn't ready. And when we got back, the first thing I said to Nasty was, I should have fucking done a squad lead. I was totally fucking ready. I should have just fucking done it, but I bitched out. So like that's where to me you have to the player has to experience it, and then once they realize that, if they're in a team or it's totally different talk. If you're a solo player, then you're getting linked with somebody, but if you're showing up as a team, you should have those kind of figured out, and you should know how everybody can and cannot do. But as far as how long could I last, I mean, as long as I can return to the fob every now and then, I can keep fucking going, baby. Like, I'll fight from like 10 a.m. to fucking sundown. Let's go. I'm in.
So Snake, you're gonna be my CO when we come through.
I mean,
When we run a squad.
Okay, so I'll put it this way: even if I'm not your CO, very shortly into the game, I will be giving
At least
you
be my
orders to
squad.
go places. I will be telling you to go somewhere because I'll be like, yo, like, and I mean hard. I will fucking yell at you until you look at me, and then I will fucking point. I will knife hand that shit and be like, go over there, like, hard, dude. And I'll do it even if
Please
you're not in
do.
my even if you're not in my squad. I do it to people.
I
Like,
have-
if
I
I
love
see you
that
doing
shit.
some dumb shit, I make you.
I
do
soak
what
that
think is
shit up.
best.
I have a
Please.
question for Snake and Nasty because it's like we went to an op, not on the same team, but we went to the same one.
Right.
But like I'm not sure how it was on your side of things, but it was like I noticed on like the faction that we were aligned with, which was like the Rebel faction, there was
Right.
a lot of something I thought was really cool, which kind of like diversified the play for me, which was like I like the random allocation of assets, which is like an asset could be anything, whether it be ammo or a person. Like in my case, it was like I'm a medic. My squad needs a medic.
Right.
Everybody would agree a squad needs a medic. But there was a time where like we were all getting ready to roll out. My squad maybe got like 10, 15 feet ahead of me, and then a commanding officer just stopped in front of me and say, "Hey, are you a medic? Yeah, you're not going with them. I need you to stay here because we're probably going to get ambushed, and we need to set
Right.
we need to set up medical stations. And we have you and another medic." So now it's like my squad's gone now. I'm no longer
Right.
there. There's like you're switching over to a different comm channel. We need you to be on comm so you can go help people and do drop offs. All right, I can't even argue with that. And that's the thing that I feel like will also like sometimes make or break it.
Right.
People get uncomfortable when they're separated from people they came with.
I agree.
And some ops as a fundamental part, and also I feel like it's cool because it gives you a solo experience that you get to talk about later. Like, hey, you guys got like in my case, my squad went out, they got ambushed, and they got all kidnapped and brought back to the enemy fob.
Right.
And I was
Right.
over here just stocking up medjos. Everything's all hunky dory. And then I find out they get kidnapped. I get to freak out. Like, what the
Right.
fuck?
See, so like if you were asking me, like I think it's cool that you got a personal experience. I really do. But also from like a commanding point, like that guy's a fucking idiot. He just wasted his whole team. That he sent them out there without a medic, knowing they weren't going to get medicked. Now, if that's the case, then we're talking like we might as well do this right? They might as well be fucking useful. Strip down all your heavy fucking gear, go as light as possible. You're not coming back. You're fucking dead. So just go wreak havoc in that direction, strip down, get as light as fucking possible, and have no intel on you whatsoever, because of the game we were at, they could actually pull intel.
Yeah.
Go out there and fucking wreak some havoc. Like I said, no medic, you're not coming back. Like,
And
so
then-
from a commanding standpoint, that would have been my approach, but
And from part two of that, when you get split from the person you came with or the people you know, Snake says this all the time, and I agree with him. No matter where he is or where I am on said AO, we always seem to have this mental connection of I know where he would be because I know how he plays. He's going to be a commanding role. He will always be probably in the back or showing motherfuckers what needs to be done in the front. That's where I know I can find him. Me, I don't know what kind of player I am to him or whoever I'm playing with, but you'll always know where I am.
Nasty is a task-driven player.
I am.
Meaning, hey, this is an objective. I need to make sure it gets done. Nasty will go and make sure it gets done. But the problem with Nasty is like he'll come back and he'll get bored, and then there's a team that's going on an objective, and he's like, I'll just scroll with you.
Yeah,
and then
I'll
this
just
fucking objective. So
Right.
unless I'm in that front of the line commanding role, like squad lead, fucking up there, directing and keeping him busy, he will squirrel.
I will
off and go
disappear.
stay busy.
But,
Like,
The best part-
they got to utilize the people that come in the way they come in. That could be another thing that would help save like some events because like you said, there's people that will roll in solo and they just get lumped in with a random group.
Exactly.
Yep.
Why not just have all the solo players have a separate faction? Like say have them as a mercenary faction where both sides can go up to them in public and then hire them and basically you pulled extra numbers.
Well, because
pulled
then
an
also
extra-
you're also talking about a different scenario where if you have some dude
True.
who's playing solo and he wants that same immersive feeling, maybe the best thing is to stick him with it. The problem is you get dudes who show up into a squad as a rando, right? And then they're just like, oh, what do you run? Oh, okay. And then that's the brunt of their conversation. Fuck that. Take 5 minutes, get to know the guy, ask him what his play style is, ask him what he's good at and what he's bad at, and then utilize him to his full extent.
And if you don't know, and if he doesn't have an answer for you, watch the way he plays.
Right.
The quickest way to figure out how somebody can and can't do something is by watching them do it or not do it.
Right.
Or you can
And that goes real life.
Type predicament, right? To make them feel, like they're important.
Right.
And they'll assume that role. I
Exactly.
think, in my opinion.
I agree.
Like if it's a new guy, and you guys have a full squad, right? Like, but there's a guy that's by himself, like, yo, come with us, right? But like, you have one dude that could be a really good number 2, right? But he usually floats as a number 1. Put the new guy in it as a number 1. Be like, as long as he knows what he's doing, put him in an important role. And then, hey, if it clicks, it clicks. If he quits, he quits.
Right.
Exactly.
I agree.
Right? Hey, fucking, he's going to work or he's not going to work. Because there's a lot of players that just come out there to do their own fucking thing and say, hey, I paid my, 100 and whatever dollars and I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do.
But it's so incredible to walk up to a guy is just like mindlessly roaming and be like, bro, do you want to go fuck some shit up with me? And he just lights the fuck up. And you're like, yeah, I got this
you like
guy.
blowing shit up, kid? I got it.
Yeah. See, that's what's cool about Milsims, dude.
My goal was to go to a Milsim and bump into like a 11 or 12-year-old and just like, hey, kid, take this tag and then go blow some shit up.
See, and that's what was super hard for at least me when we were at Radio Silence, because we were running a news role, and it's just not what I want to do when I'm standing there. Like, I just start to get fucking frustrated because I'm seeing things that could be better or improved or
that was more of a narrative based driven op.
Right.
I think that's another thing that needs to be addressed too, is like, if you're gonna do a narrative driven op, like you got to keep the realism there. Like, granted, you want to stick to his script somewhat, but be adaptable. Like, understand shit's not gonna go to script all the time. So like oh yeah, we're gonna give all these guys a big advantage and they still get ran on. Then what?
But see, that was dope to me. I got the chance to walk around a whole weekend with a fucking camera in my hand.
Right.
That's sick. That's bad
diplomatic
fucking
community.
Right.
Yeah, it was cool from a perspective of you don't ever get to see a game that way, right? Normally, if you go to a milsim, you're playing. So to watch it play out was totally different. It was entertaining and had its own story to be told and its own memories that I was able to create with it. But I don't know, man. If I'm playing though, I just know where Airsoft calls me to be. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not I'm your person who's in charge, like your squad leader or whatever, typically I will be yelling at you, telling you to do what I think is fucking best or how you could be making a better impact what you're doing.
This is how it breaks down. You start yelling and screaming. Dude's looking at you like, what? And then I go, this is what he means. So let's make this happen. And he goes, oh. Right. And then we go do said thing.
Like when we were in Oklahoma.
I feel like Snake is the guy that would just walk up to you like, hey, like, I think you should go push that, but don't listen to me. I'm just a reporter or some shit.
Okay, here's the type of guy I am. Like, I got fucking pissed at Avalon because dudes were not pushing this flag. So
my fault, just saying. Wasn't my fault.
No. Not your fault. They just wouldn't get up and move. They had eliminated everybody and they were getting shot at from afar. They just had to get up and move. So I got super fucking pissed and I was like, we need to get that flag. And everybody's like, well, I know. And I was like, dude, you know what? Fuck this shit. I slung my rifle. I walked my fat ass out into the field. Nobody's even shooting at me because nobody's fucking around. I get all the way to the flag. I unhook this motherfucker and throw it on the ground. And then I hook the other flag and pull that bitch up and then bring up my rifle and start shooting at the dudes who are moving up and then start to walk away, go to the next piece of cover. Well, slight jog, because I'm fat. But I start to jog off keeping myself covered, and I get over to this one spot, step out, shooting some more dudes, get eliminated and go down. One of the guys on our team comes over and he's like, dude, that was some hard fucking shit.
Yeah.
I was like, if you guys would just walk around and like fucking big dick swing it like you own the place, like you're a badass milsim player, but you're over here cooped up behind this fucking wall just not wanting to move.
That's weird, because I would assume everybody would want to have their fucking Call of Duty moment at these things, and that's like the biggest one. You have a clear objective, you know the enemy's on their way back. Like, you capitalize, my dude.
So basically, what we have all learned out of this hour and a half discussion, you make milsims what you want. You make speed situations what you want, right?
100%.
But we're all paid money to play a fucking game.
Well, we pay money to play a game. The moment somebody wants to pay me to play a game,
Okay, my fault.
It's always a good time when I'm getting paid.
Right. But you come out here, dude. Get shot. Shoot motherfuckers. Get objectives. You don't. Who gives a fuck? Sit on the ground for 5 minutes. I was playing dead with a cigarette in my mouth. You know why? Because this 5 minutes is for me. Okay? Fuck everybody else.
Right.
Like you do go play. Who gives a fuck what happens?
Right.
Like fuck, dude.
But with that being said, always wear your eye pro on and on the field at all times.
Right. And don't call it real life if it's not a fucking real life, dude.
Right.
Oh my God. And for those who don't know, real life always like real life injuries. You know, you break your fucking leg, you bash your head on a tree, you walk and get stabbed in the eye.
There's a difference between being hurt and being injured.
Right.
There's a difference.
So don't go screaming real life over the comms, okay? Because then the whole game stops and everybody gets pissed.
Random question.
Yes.
Are any of you guys first aid CPR certified?
I am.
Was it EMT?
Oh, well, thank you first and foremost. That's one thing I like to that's one thing I like to bring to a milsim aspect is I actually carry a mini med kit in my backpack.
I have one
because I am first aid CPR certified, just in case somebody does have one of those fucking real life bullshit events, and I'm like, no, thank you. Here's a Band-Aid.
If you're ever playing with me and there's some medical emergency and for some reason maybe it's my fat ass down on the ground, I have a med kit on my belt, on my gun belt, with my pistol. It's on my back, and if you open it, no, it's not a boo-boo kit with extra BBs. It's a real fucking med kit because, I don't have the other shit that's not applicable. Like I don't have chest seals because I don't intend to get real.
But I will piss on your chest.
No. I don't intend to get real shot on a field. But if I do, you better hope that I'm super pissed. And in which case, I do have sandwich baggies, so you could still make an occlusive dressing for it.
I will happily stick my fucking fingers into a bullet wound for you.
No, with that being said, it's shout out to those players that I wouldn't say overthink, but they cautiously do things based on where they're going.
Hell yeah.
At Radio Silence, I bumped into a dude with a full trauma kit in case you got shot. I'm like, we're at an airsoft field. We're not gonna get shot. He's like, dude, we're in upstate New York. It's hunting season. We don't know what's gonna happen. God forbid. Man, I was like, once he said that, that's when I was like, oh shit, he's right. Y'all are in the middle of hunting. Dude, we had a bear run on the field at Radio Silence.
Yep.
Truth.
They
made a whole patch for it. Bear with us. The Bear with Us patch. Forever legendary.
Alien bears, bro. Anyway.
Yes.
We're going to have to shut this bitch down.
We are going to. So, if you guys are watching tonight.
Thank you. We love you.
If you left because of the lag and you're watching it now, I feel bad for you for at least watching it. I know the audio is at least good. We've gotten confirmation
fucking
on that.
God tier. You'll never worry about that.
Yes, we love you guys for listening, and if you watched it live, thank you for being a part of the chat. Again, I will remind you, December 26th, Christmas giveaway special. This week episode, we have another episode next week, and then a break until December 26th. But again, Christmas giveaway special, you do not want to miss it. You could win some awesome shit from a bunch of different companies. It sounds like more are going to get added to the list as we go. So I'm excited for that. Soto, Fajita, thank you guys for jumping in here and adding to the conversation. It just did nothing but improve it, really.
Yes, sir.
Soto, your voice
Love you,
is
boys.
like top tier sexiness.
I know I can be a voice actor now. Thank you.
What'd you say, Soto?
Fuck her in the pussy.
Yes. So, and of
right.
course, CSL. If you guys aren't
Yes.
following him, make sure you do that. You know,
Gang,
go give him a
gang.
follow. He's gonna be making some big things happen, especially coming for this 2022 years. What it sounds like.
I think Klein and I are going to be talking soon, aren't we?
Ooh.
I mean, let's go. Let's go. I was actually gonna. So yes, let's go.
Right. So
DMs.
if you're
Bing
on the
bong.
East Coast and you want a Speed
Bing
Soft
bong.
experience, the Speed Soft tournament, CSL is who you need to turn to. If you guys are in the Midwest or East Coast or West Coast, whatever, it really doesn't
Florida.
matter. You need to look up Overwatch Tactics because those guys will be able to provide you all of your Mill Sim or Glam Sim, I guess if you want to call it, as I like to say, needs. I mean, honestly, the games are fucking awesome. Like I said, if you like multiple objectives, mini objectives, Overwatch Tactics
99% of the time, we will be there too.
Right.
So,
But that's all I got. I mean, thank you for coming on, Keegan. I really fucking
Can I
awesome,
say
man.
two things before
Yes.
before
you
you
can.
get out? All right. Number one, can I get a K pasta from everybody in here, real quick?
Que pasa?
Que pasa?
Yeah.
Hey, attaboy. There we go.
I'm glad I went to Baltimore.
And
Number two, for all of you guys tuning in, future viewers, do something that you haven't done before. So if you haven't done a Milsim event, do a Milsim event. If you haven't gotten into a competitive game, get into a competitive game. Fucking explore the entire sport. Don't stay in your own circle and have a good day.
Hell yeah.
That's fucking.
Cheers.
Hey, hashtag Baskin Robbins.
I would have fun, but I'm not that popular.
We're fucking out. We'll
All
see
right.
you guys
Peace.
next weekend.
Peace.